Too hot, lady. Gotta run for cover. Gotta run for shade. It's too hot. Alrighty. Going quick. Sorry about that. Cord's acting up. Okay. What's up, Jim? How are you doing? Do I even need to ask who your guest for the auto is, or we're mixing things up? Hey, Andrew. Because we actually finally hit it once, so I wasn't sure, We finally hit it once, so I didn't know if you were done. You're moving on now. Since you're on Miami, go with like Milrow. There you go. That'd be sweet. Doing good, buddy. Thank you. Stanton, you want to give me your guess for an auto before you take off? We have 2 guaranteed plus a chance in here. No guarantees, but a chance. So, but 2 for sure here, and there's a chance out of these, obviously, too. So, George, what's up, brother? Latu, that's a good guess, actually. No offense. I'm hoping it's not Latu. I'm hoping it's a bigger name, but hey, that's a good guess. So Jim's going Corum. And George, give me your guess for an auto. I'm going to go through ownership while you guys are chatting me up. I appreciate it. Stanton, have a good night. Rest good, buddy. Hopefully you wake up to good news in the morning. Okay, we got George Sweeting on the Cardinals and the Bucks. Donnie Mack on the Falcons. Greg Reese closing us up, taking the Ravens, the Titans, and then the Commanders. Joe Desky on the Bills, Chiefs, and there's at least one more. And Steelers. Let's see. I took the Panthers. Ryan Joseph took his Bears. Jim Jennings picking up the Bengals along with his Dolphins. Stanton Griggs picking up the Browns and the Giants. Some big chances there. Scott Struble on the Cowboys. Tony Tidor picking up the Broncos in the NIL spot. Carl Gallagher on his Lions. Kevin Pringle, thank you for coming back, buddy. He's on the Packers. Christine Malin, welcome back also. Happy Mother's Day, a day late. She's on the Texans and the Colts. Alan Stein from Black and Gold breaks. He just closed everything, I believe. Maybe there's a baseball spot, but he'll have more stuff midweek for sure. So check out Black and Gold if you're not over there yet. He's on the Jags and the Vikings going big. Harlan Benner, welcome back, brother. He's on the Raiders. Aaron Malin picking up the Chargers and Rams. Jim on the Dolphins. Oh, I already said him. Sorry, Jim. Repeat you. Nick Hammers hits on the Patriots. Nick will have something fun dropping soon, too. If you're not over in Hammers Hits, please check out Nick. He's awesome. Matthew Moravec Gallagher on the Saints. Jimmy O'Hara on the Jets and the Eagles. Josh Hammer on his Niners. Andrew on the Seahawks. And I think that's everybody. So, Bucky. There we go. That'd be sweet. I don't think I've pulled a Bucky. Yeah, I know Latu is everywhere. Golly, it seems like it. Okay. Maserati Marv tonight. Oh, get me water out of the way. Get me water out of the way. Apparently I sound like a pirate or something, or Irish. Shiver me timbers. Okay. Well, we're starting off with a little fatty to get us started. Is it okay to say fat? Maybe I should say thick. You say fat back now. I say value because I don't want to offend anybody. We got 3 blasters. Mix it up. We got a little optic, some mosaic, and a chrome. We pulled a honeycomb out of an optic blaster the other day. Cool if we pulled something cool. We have not pulled an uptown or a downtown yet, so maybe we can hope. So we'll mix in some of this stuff. 2 megas, a little prism, and some optic. I don't think we've opened an optic mega yet. 1 auto or mem. Oh, cool. I didn't know they guaranteed it. These ones usually have a mem, so that's cool. And then we got our 2 hobbies. This one is no guaranteed auto, but 5 numbered cards with a chance at autos. A lot of dual autos that are sweet in this checklist. We got some of the new draftees, some guys in college, and of course some superstars. So, yeah, exactly. And then we'll finish with Phoenix. I haven't opened a Phoenix yet. I don't think I've even opened a Phoenix Blaster because I was waiting until we opened the hobby first. So, and that is 2 autos and 1 mem. So we'll finish with this guy. Decent amount of cards. Hopefully, lots of chances it hits. Prize boxes. I picked up some more stuff the other day. I finally got a chance to go in. So, hobby shop. So I got a few things added in there. There's still some kind of not so great cards, but there's some good stuff in there mixed in. So hopefully you like something. Get out of here. Let's get it started with our first prize, first card out. Once again, anybody coming in late, give me your guess for an auto, please. For my East Coast friends, sorry it's so late tonight. Greg had messaged, he sent payment just a minute ago, so I know he's probably getting ready to crash. So, Cowboys, I don't think Strubal's here. I don't know if anybody else is live. A lot of times Strubal's up late, but he might be watching something else. So I don't know if Blinky was live tonight or not. Because a lot of times he's watching Blink if he is, so. Nope, I don't think he is, so maybe he's just sleeping. All right, so we'll roll the dice for Struble. He's on, got the Micah Parsons start us out. Ooh, that's cool looking. All right. Nothing to see here, George. Micah Parsons, Max Crosby, Demario Douglas, CeeDee Lamb, Brian Mitchell, Stephon Diggs, Will Levis, Justin Herbert, Thurman Thomas, Derek Carr, Tyler Lockett, Ray Lewis, Michael Penix, there we go, and Jacob Cowing. He actually played decent what little he got in, so. I'm going to stop there and sleeve these guys up real quick, especially because we got a QB. I was hoping to start by midnight, but I got home a decent time from work by 7:15. Then my wife was out running errands, so she was out later than me. So by the time they got home, I hadn't seen my daughter, so I was like, I got to play with her for a little bit. So we played a few games for a while together. We play this game where I pretend to sleep, and then she beats me in the head to wake me up. So it's a pretty fun game for her. This thing's cool. I know that it's not that cool, but I think it's sweet looking. State-of-the-art Marvin Harrison. That is sick. That's such a beautiful card. Congratulations, George. I love that. These used to be like a rare hit out of, was it Prestige, the state-of-the-art cards? Used to be a case hit or something like that? Oh, dude, yeah, that's Val Kilmer's best role, in my opinion. I love that movie. Yeah, that's a cool-looking cards. I think they used to be a hit out of Prestige or Score or something, like a lower-end card, but that's a beaut. Yeah, that's a cool looking. I haven't seen one of those yet. I like that. All right, Jonathan Brooks, rookie card. That's so sad. I heard he's out again for the season. Did you guys read that? The guy can't even get started and he keeps getting hurt. So sad. And we got a little Bucky action. Nice. Maurice Lafleur. And then our base, Kyler Murray, Urlacher, Rogers, Jahmyr Gibbs. And it was just OTAs, right? Blew out his knee again. That sucks. Ayuk, Mahomes, Bijan, JJ, Boomer Esiason, Vinny Testaverde, Jordan Love, and Eric Dickerson. Well, I'm rooting for the kid to come back now. I think it'd be awesome if he somehow comes back healthy, because that'd be pretty sweet. It's like, what was his name? Willis McGahee kept blowing his knee out, and then he finally was good. He was good for like a decade, so we can hope that something similar happens with this kid, that he actually gets a chance and turns out to be decent before everybody gives up on him. But Bucky, you got Bucky and you got Marv to start us off, so good start for you so far, George. So I don't think those are case hit, are they? They're just kind of a cool insert nowadays. It used to be like a retail hit before, like a retail exclusive, so I'm not sure. Okay. Let me roll the dice for Struble. I don't think he's here yet, so little Stroob. Man, I love Tombstone. You're right. That is one of my favorite movies. If that's on 6 times. If it's on TV, I'm gonna watch it. Like that's just one of those. 2 times 2 is 12. There's just certain movies that they're on TV, I'll watch them. That one, True Lies, is up there for me. I love that movie every time it's on TV. I love watching it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. It's a Brandon Williams patch card for the Niners. I don't remember much of this kid. Going out to Struble. If he doesn't want it, I'm sure he knows some Niner fans that'll take it. So. I agree. Such a good roll. What's funny is the rest of the cast was solid. It's just that he was so good, like it made the rest of the cast not look that great almost. That's how it kind of felt to me anyway. We got a couple optics. Let's just jump into our first optic. Let's do a blaster right here. We got the pink parallels coming out. Pink parallels. I'm going to keep on open for those pink parallels. Sorry, guys. Kids all around listen to that Pink Pony Club song, so it pops into your head sometimes. Not my fave. Maybe we get a new commercial for Panini. I'll start singing that on it, see if I can go viral. I'm going to keep on open for those pink parallels. But I also, wait, look at everybody just got off. Nobody wants to listen to that. Everybody just turned the channel real quick. I'm not listening to this crap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's open all of them unless something jumps out at me as we're going. How's that sound? Oh, that one jumped out at me. Boom, boom. There we go, Greg. First one out right there. Jaden Daniels, our first Jaden. That's sick. Nice. At least it's base only so far, but that's a good start. At least get one. Sometimes you go a whole break with none. You have a teenage son too, so I'm sure you hear it all the time too, Andrew. My son doesn't even like the song. It's just like always on the radio, it seems like. Although he does have like a girly pop playlist. I am a huge nerd for music, George. I listen to a lot of internet radio, and then I listen to different playlists and countdowns from the past. So give me some 50s all the way to new stuff. I told myself when I was a teenager that I would at least try and listen to the new music every time it came out. Man, I feel like it's getting harder and harder to listen to like pop radio. There's still a lot of good music out there, new stuff, but like pop radio is tougher and tougher for me. But there's a few ones you find. Bryce Young. Eric All is our pink rookie for the Bengals and Jim. Harrison Smith, Jared Verse, nice. And Aiden Hutchinson. But I'm trying to make Bronx listen to like all kinds of music too. So there's a podcast I follow where this guy is counting down the top 3,000 songs in history through Billboard. And he has a podcast and he has a playlist that goes along with it. And so we were listening to the playlist on our road trip last week. And it goes, I mean, it's truly random. Like, it's all 60 years of music. So it's pretty funny. Bronx is like, what the heck is this? But then someone's like, oh, that's kind of a cool song. So we add songs to his playlist. We find something he likes. Okay, Sean Booty, we got a silver canine. That's a nice looking card for Andrew. A little chop chop going to Jim. Zay Jones. Jalen Waddle. And a pink Jerjon Newton. I can't remember what song he liked last week we were listening to in the car. He's like, that one's pretty sweet. I'm going to put that on my playlist. It was some 80s song. Little canine silver. At least you got one top-loaded card for sure, Andrew. There you go. It's not a skunk, at least. All right, Broncos. Who's Bronco? Oh, yeah, Tony picking up an Audric Esteem. T-Law. What is going on over here? Ramondre. Silver Kendry Miller, second year. Yeah, Terry and Arnold rookie and a Troy Franklin pink. Going out to the Broncos and Tony. Not until next year, buddy. Next year, you know. That's how that goes, though. Like next year, like teams like the Cardinals will be like probably $10 or $15 in most breaks because they drafted all offensive, defensive linemen. You know, it goes in waves. That's why it's tough for like teams like the Patriots. It's like they spend all this money going after Mac Jones, and Mac Jones is gone, and then Bailey Zappi, and then he's gone, and then now it's Drake May, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's got to be tough financially. All right, Jerome Ford. I kind of drove my buddy Tanner out of the card business because he chased so hard on Trey Lance, and then all of a sudden Brock Purdy turns out good, and he's like, I just can't afford to keep going. So Jordan Addison, J.C. Horn, Derek Carr. Oh, goodbye, Derek Carr. Silver Jadeveon Clowney. That's got to be some sort of insert, or and then Eric All. Retro series. That's cool. Nice looking Texans card there for Kevin Pringle. Those are good looking cards. I like those. I hadn't seen one of those before yet either. I've opened very little Optic, and I've not watched, I don't think anybody will open Optic at all. Like I missed Blinkies when I was in his break, but I never watched it. So that's a cool looking card. Excuse me. Ryan, you made it though. It's okay. You're here. That's half the battle. Welcome in. Welcome in. You're obviously welcome to give me a guess on an auto. I think I got everybody's guesses. I don't think anybody came in after George, right? I hate if I miss somebody's. Okay. All right, so not a bad blaster. Obviously, at least we got a Jaden, but like not huge cards, unfortunately. Let's see if Mosaic will treat us a little better. You haven't missed anything yet, Ron. I haven't pulled, I don't think, a single Bears card yet, so. We've just been singing Pink Pony Club, so if you rewind and watch later, you might be disappointed or scared. Rice, all right. Brendan Rice. I think we pulled at least one or two of his autos before. But I swear it was one of the times you weren't on the Chargers. Or no, you're not even on the Chargers. Aaron is on the Chargers. Because Aaron will guess Rice sometimes too, but it happened to come out one of the times he wasn't on his Chargers, so that's what made me think of it. Empty box. And I haven't seen any trends in Phoenix, like the trend in Illusions was just crazy how much Chargers and Niners were coming out, like ridiculous amount. And I thought somebody said it, and I'm like, oh, it's got to be a fluke. And then we opened a box, and it was just tons of Chargers and Niners autos also. I think we've opened two, and we've gotten at least a Chargers auto in both and Niners in one of them. So. Oh, that's what they do? Okay. You know, I guess I did. I think I opened a blaster in one of the breaks last time as an extra, so maybe I did notice that. It'll be like 3 in a row. Yeah, it's nice if it's Commanders. It's not as good if it's Browns. Yeah, if it's Commanders, Bears, Patriots, Vikings, Falcons, Broncos, it's great. If it's not, then it's not so good. That's funny. All right, we got Tua, Hall of Fame. Excuse me. Let me start over. Hall of Fame Tom Flores. Mark Van Egan, speaking of Hall of Famers, Mari Cooper, Malachi Corley rookie, And Bobby Wags for the Commanders. Did you see it? We had one last time. I don't know if we got another honeycomb coming. That'd be sweet. Or are you just getting a bowl of cereal, George? Honeycombs! Love me some honeycombs. Oh, Josh is on a cruise, so he's trying to join in. Paz, what's up, brother? You stop in, you get a chance for credit, so give me a guess on an auto if you'd like. That's the rule. Stop in to say hi. George was just asking about you the other day, and I told him you were having some issues with the payments again, so he was sad, and he's happy to see you. Kyle Duggar, you guys are my laughing buddies late at night. Keep me company usually. George Karlaftis, DeAndre Swift, Michael Pittman. We got a silver Trayvon Walker. Nice card there for the Jags and Allen. Epic on a Trevor Lawrence. Pook on a National Pride. And a Drew Breezy Fosheezy. Monte's the worst. I don't think they're going to use you for any commercials anytime soon, Hosby. Do you like risking your life and then receiving no payment after you retire? Then the military is the place for you. Oh, George. I think you got lots of card friends. They just don't know you yet. James Cook, Christian Watson, Rookie Ohoro for the Falcons, Daniel Carlson on the green, and Nick Bosa. Daniel going out to Harlan. So Harlan's getting at least one top-loaded card. There we go. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we? You guys are the only ones that haven't ran off when I sing, so just a debut, but a nice card to get us started there. Another Penix coming out for Donnie. Donnie was last week was a little rough on the Penix, so this time we're getting a little bit Penix energy coming out for you. Nice. Okay, let's get a few more here. John Taylor, Troy Franklin for the Broncos, silver, True Mosaic silver, Javon Bullard for the Packers, and then a Myles Garrett on a bang. Can't hardly read it. Luke McCaffrey, there you go. We just mute you. That's probably a good idea. I'm not even offended, Ryan. I'm impressed. It's probably a good idea. I used to make jokes all the time with Joe Desky. He can't seem to get live very much right now because of his work schedule. But I'd always joke that his wife would catch him in bed listening to me, and it'd be like the old State Farm commercial. Like, what are you listening to? Who is that? He sounds hideous. Ryan from the top rope is coming after me. I like it. All right, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Jalen Waddle, Ricky Sanders, Buddha, Javonte, Michael Wilson on a green, and a Zach Ertz. So let's just finish up the stack here. Subpar snippets of songs. And everybody's is this a roast I didn't know I was invited to? All right, Tua, Geno Stone. It's funny that the Bengals have another guy named Geno, like the year after Atkins retires. Chop Robinson back for more. Rashad White on a True Mosaic silver for the Bucks. Josh Allen on a touchdown masters, and a Kid Reporter. Subpar snippets. Man, I am hurt. You sound like my wife. Michael Wilson going out to George. Now it just makes me want to sing more. No. Mute this. No. I appreciate you guys putting up with me and my weird idiosyncrasies, I'm sure. I just feel very privileged and blessed that I get the chance to do this with you guys. So thank you and appreciate it very much. And for You guys being crazy enough to stay up late with me like this, it's pretty awesome. So thank you very much. All right, a little chrome. We're getting hosed by a blaster so far. Nothing crazy's come out except for we got a base, couple base Penix, base Daniels, but that's it. Like, it's been thin pickings. Let's hope this box brings us back around a little bit, gives it a little more love. Empty box. Excuse me. They are beautiful. It'll be nice when they have a licensing, I guess, but then these will look like crap because they won't have licensing, so it's like no winning it either way. 2, 4, 6, 7. I expect Panini to just shove basketball down our throats over the next 4 months because they lose on October 1st, I think. And then I think Topps is going to take their time for the next 4 months in basketball because then they get the licensing. And then I think football has through, this is last year, I think that Panini can make football cards, but then I can't remember if it's January 1st or September 1st. But maybe it's January 1st. Topps gets the right. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. Whoa, spinning like crazy. Once again, anybody coming in late, give me a guess for an auto. It'd be nice to give out some break credit this time. So, all right, Tony Baselli. We got a pink Jalen Wright going out to Jim and the Dolphins. George Teague and a refractor for Green Bay and Kevin. We got Ricky Pearsall, rookie, going out to Josh. Mark Rippon. And then a Teddy Bruschi on the Sparkles. Going out to the Patriots and Nick Hammers. How was everybody's Monday, or how was your weekend, I guess? I talked to some of you on Sunday morning. But, dude, it sucks. Yeah, we were actually, my wife and I were doing pretty good until when I got injured during COVID, and then we went 6 months without a single payment, and took a while to get, we're still not even back on our feet. So we're definitely 100% check to check, probably worse than check to check. Sometimes we have to live by credit cards depending on the week. So, and I have a better job than most people, so I feel bad ever complaining. It's sad. All right, Johnny Wilson, Jan Stinrud, Roger Staubach, nice looking card. Sunday Swag on the Michael Irvin and a Jalen Polk. Oh, and an Earl Campbell. Johnny Wilson. But we're also idiots. Like, we live beyond our means sometimes. We get invited to go to dinner with somebody we go with, and like, we don't think twice. Yeah, right, Jim? So it's like, we could do things. My wife's like, let's make a budget. I'm like, okay, that sounds horrible, but you're right. All right, beautiful Youthquake, Byron Murphy on the pink. That's a nice looking card going out to Mr. Andrew. Dexter Manley, he was a stud on a refractor for Washington. Jaden Daniels, there we go. Peyton Manning, Neil Smith, and Tavondre Sweat. Going out to Tennessee and Greg. Looks like a refractor too. It is. There we go, another Jaden. That's nice. And a silver Manley. This guy, when I was a kid, he was so scary. Like, he was so good. And he was all hopped up, I think, on cocaine, so it just made him extra scary. Is Dexter in the Hall of Fame? He's got 103 sacks, and I feel like he was, besides Lawrence Taylor, the most dangerous, scariest guy in the NFL in the mid-80s. So he may not be in the Hall, but I feel like he probably deserves to be. Nice Jaden. Not Hall of Fame. Isn't that kind of weird, George? Like he was. I know you were obviously Commanders or a Redskins fan, but like he was so stinking good. Mean Joe Green, Tony Baselli, and Legend of the Gridiron, TJ Watt. So Baselli on a pink for the Jags and Allenstein. It's well, I guess it probably happened because Joe Klecko, I thought he would be forever, and he still took him a long time. Ennis Rackstraw, Brett Favre, Rodney Hampton, Troy Aikman, and a Chris Jenkins. So at least we got one Jaden out of here. Kind of another rough box. Nothing crazy coming out. Yeah, I suppose. He wasn't exactly a good guy. I don't believe so anyway. But if you ask the players at the time, I'm sure he was probably one of the ones that scared them, probably behind LT. Okay, we're definitely going to throw some extras. So far, we're getting like just beat down by these blasters, like just base after base, and the only prisms are like defensive players and stuff. So we'll have to find some stuff to throw in. Excuse me. Excuse me. The 80s were crazy though for football, man. It was fun to watch, but I think, like you said, George, the drugs were a little scarier back then. Empty box. Let's see. Nothing hidden. Oh, let's talk about something more fun. How was everybody's weekend? Anybody do anything fun? Excited? Oh my gosh. Oh, and then tonight, not only the Celtics blow it, Tatum gets hurt. Oh, that was rough. I didn't get to see I was working, and then by the time I got home, the game was over, but I just can't believe they lost. And then the fact that they lost Tatum on top of it, that's going to be rough. Looks like the Knicks might be going to the Eastern Conference Finals after all. And then I saw the Warriors were down like 18. I watched about half of that game, and then I flipped over to start watching the hockey game. So, yeah, they think he tore his Achilles, right, Haas? And then Porzingis is dealing with a weird health issue too. Porzingis, they won't say, but he's like, I don't know. I've heard like maybe rumors of cancer or something weird, like some weird virus he's got going. It's super weird. He's not getting healthy enough to play. So, yeah, I think the Celtics are done. Oh, that's sad, George. Yeah, that's sad. Oh, yeah, we got our patch down here at the bottom. Okay. Frank Gore, Brandon Ayuk, Drew Brees. That's really sad. Drew Brees, Kyle Hamilton, Jason Witten, Pink Pacheco, and then a Luke McCaffrey right behind it. So Pink Pacheco going out to the Chiefs and Joe. Luke, I'm your father, McCaffrey. And then our next auto just right then is Darius Robinson for the Cardinals and George. So you saw it too then, Jim, yeah. Well, you're a Lakers fan, so nobody cheers for injuries, but you probably don't like the Celtics very much, but nobody cheers for that. Like, even Knicks fans are like, well, we didn't want to see him get hurt. You just want to beat him. And then like I said, and then Steph's hamstring out, so it's like weird seeing these stars like not being able to play. Quentin Johnston, Aeneas Williams, Nick Chubb, Sam Darnold, a silver going out to the Vikings. Jatavian for the Panthers. They're both finally coming out. Nice. And then Rome right behind him, Rome Odunze, Kobe Turner, and Reggie Wayne. So that's a nice little pack. Got a little bow base. That's a good start. At least get something for the Broncos. Jatavian on pink for me. Sammy D on a silver for the Vikings. And Alan Stein, and then Rome, if you want to. Exactly. It looked a lot like KD's injury from what I remember. Like they're just doing nothing and then it just pops. And that's what I've heard with the Achilles. It feels like somebody kicks you. Yeah. That's the injury that scares the crap out of me more than anything, is that I remember I got so mad at a kid. We were playing basketball. It was probably like 8 years ago, and this kid came down on the back of my ankle after I did a lay-in, and I was like, dude, you're gonna pop my Achilles. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh, I was so mad. I've never had it. I've been fortunate so far, and it just shows, like, obviously it happens a lot, guys that are weekend warriors and all of a sudden start playing again. But it shows like some of the greatest athletes in the world. I've heard that's pretty painful too, Haas. Ugh. So I take it you've had it before, Jim. That's a rough one. All right, Lenny Moore. Oh, that's right, Rogers. Forgot about that one. Jake Ferguson, Kurt Warner on a pink, Malachi Corley, Trey Benson, Diggs, Simmons, Heath Byers, and a silver Jalen Pope for the Patriots. So Trey for the Cardinals. So I guess, I think the Celtics will probably win the next game, just kind of adrenaline because they're going home. I expect like a huge game out of Jaylen Brown and maybe, Derek White and Peyton Pritchard. But it feels like the Knicks in 6 is a reality. Oh, sorry to hear that, Jim. I've heard it's super rough. I was playing ball with a guy when he